After I graduated from university, I noticed that everyone around me was doing more courses and learning in their free time. They were so hungry to excel and be successful. Meanwhile, I had no energy whatsoever. I would finish work and all I wanted was to curl up on the sofa and watch some Netflix. Everyone was telling me that my 20s were the time to make something of myself, that I should set myself up for the future. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't muster the energy. I started to believe that I was lazy, but the thing is, it didn't really add up because I had been so driven in the past. Eventually, I realised it wasn't that I was unmotivated as a person. I was just unmotivated in this specific thing at that specific time because it wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. Laziness was a signal to me that I no longer enjoyed what I was doing. Laziness is something we're evolved to experience. It's part of human nature, but we treat it like it's this bad thing and we look down upon it. No one wants to be seen as this couch potato or a sloth. So if you are lazy, you probably think there's something wrong with you. But is laziness the problem or a symptom of the problem? For me, it was a symptom of not enjoying my career path. And I know it's a privilege to do the things you enjoy for a living. But if you're doing things because you have to, and not because you want to, it's unrealistic to expect that you'll be as motivated as the people who actually want to do it. That's what I had to accept when I worked as a dentist. Yeah, I could be good at my job, but I probably wouldn't be the top of my field. Maybe you think you should be doing more work, but you're not. And it's not because you're lazy, it's because you don't care about your career as much as society tells you you should. Maybe you're not going to the gym because the only reason you wanted to go in the first place is because you hate your own body. Sometimes we think we have to fix our laziness, but we're trying to fix the wrong problem. But even after I realised the career path I was on wasn't what I wanted, I was still lazy. I did nothing for a while because I didn't know what to do next, and I just felt paralysed by this idea of making this huge decision. And this was so much worse because of social media and the internet. There was so much noise about what I could be doing, and it was so easy for me to get lost in that. It's similar to what I experience every Monday morning. Mondays are the day I hope to be the most productive, and there are so many things I could be doing that I get overwhelmed and struggle to do anything. I think overwhelm causes a lot of people to be lazy. It's like when you need to clean your room, but you just don't because you don't know where to start. We get a mental block when we're overwhelmed, but when we're not overwhelmed, we go into a flow state. And usually, we're the cause of our own overwhelm. It's when we put the pressure on ourselves and try too hard. I mean, it's a paradox really. We want to do really well, but that pressure stops us from doing it. So in the end, we just look lazy. I guess it's things like this that make me wonder if laziness is a form of self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is when you have two conflicting desires. One is conscious, one is unconscious. You know how you want to move your life forwards, and yet you are still, for some reason, stuck. We self-sabotage as a coping mechanism. It's a way of protecting ourselves against fear. Maybe it's fear of failure. Maybe it's fear of success. Maybe it's the fear of being disliked or judged. Productivity advice and motivational quotes won't help us then, because you're not lazy. You just have some deeper beliefs that are holding you back. I feel like we're so quick to judge laziness in ourselves and in others without showing any compassion to the barriers that might be there. And this isn't just exclusive to self-sabotage. It could be dyslexia, anxiety, or depression. Maybe it's a result of a chemical imbalance in our bodies from dopamine addiction. And with our screens and social media pulling us into the digital world so often, this could be affecting us all to some degree. Laziness isn't always the resistance to doing difficult things. Sometimes it's the desire to find an easier way of doing things. I mean, that's why we have cars, calculators, and microwaves. Sometimes it's okay to listen to your laziness and realize that you just want a sense of ease in your life. And I guess this is the thing. Life can be exhausting. There's constant pressure and the unrealistic expectation that we should be productive all the time. And on top of that, we put so much pressure on ourselves to be the best versions of ourselves. But it's not normal to be productive all the time. We're quick to label any form of inaction as lazy. If we have a day off, we call it a lazy day. But it's not lazy to have rest. Animals don't spend all day hunting, so why are we? What's the point of life if we can't enjoy any of our time off? Society has built this expectation that we should be doing something with every second of our day. And now we assess our own value by how much we do. But are you really lazy for not doing any side projects after you're exhausted from working 8 hours a day? Is it lazy to want to do nothing when things feel so tough? You're not a constant self-improvement project. You don't always have to be working on yourself or something to help you go further. Your value doesn't come from what you do. It comes from who you are. And what looks like laziness might be your sign that you need to remember that.